Okay, welcome back, YouTube. So, I think this is going to be the last part in Chapter 4, and we'll move into the final chapter of the main story fairly soon. Oops. That was a mistake. I'm going to promote you. I can promote you. Fund your projects. Fund your projects. Okay. Stop extracting money for anyone who isn't the Evolvers. The Evolvers like us. Most of the time. They like us most of the time. I think that's a fair way to describe it. Alright, so as soon as that's done, we can set up the last one and end this part. More people live among us, and I assume that's more people in Winterhome. Because of course it is. Oop, saving. We're going to build another industrial district. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, something like that. And we can expand it to try to get better adjacency. Let's build 2 housing blocks. 2 dense housing blocks just to deal with the housing requirements. That should deal with the housing requirements. We don't need more extraction, but I can set up an extraction district. Actually, don't set up an extraction district. The stockpile's full. Don't bother. Winterhome.
Attention! A new shipment
serious
of mail
health problem
has
here.
just arrived.
I'm hoping that'll actually go away when we can cap the last thing. Gas flows are more deadly, but hopefully we're about to stop the gas flows entirely. With the level of sickness here, can I build another hospital? Yes. Before that completes, let's go back to New London. I can't get more troops off of you. Got 104. I'm predicting something that's about to happen, and you know what? Price 100 workforce. Yeah, this is not going to be too predictive. Pay no heed to the fact that the Stewart is installing effectively a police state in preparation for something. Oops. Okay, that should probably be enough surveillance watchtowers for what is to come. Frostland can indeed become our home.
All toxic vents have been closed. Winterhome is safe.
Winterhome is now declared safe. I need 1,000 more people here, and I need to keep cold, hunger, and disease absent. Disease is diminishing. Squalor is a little bit of a problem, but I think the housing increase I'm going to have to do for bringing in another 1,000 people. Yeah, ship that many people. Keep expanding the housing. I'll get events set up, and we should be good. Now it's all safe frost breaking. So, time to frost break away everything. Get all the goodies. People have arrived. We're just waiting for the hunger to go away.
Remember,
Get yourself together. We must do it. We must. Ah, so here comes the unfortunate event. If you remembered the first playthrough, if you watched the first playthrough, you probably know what is about to happen, just with different uniforms. Chapter 5, A Dream of Utopia. I get given 3 choices. I can banish the Faithkeepers, I can seek reconciliation, or I can enforce order. Power is supposedly very limited. Seek reconciliation, there's a super droid unwilling to vote for peace, or banish the Faithkeepers. Which supposedly would be really easy. Ooh, I am going to. Yeah, I'm doing it.
Stewart! We are calling you, Stewart.
So calm them down. Hands my workers, please.
Hear us, Stewart.
Calm you down a bit. We got money. We can fund your policies.
Hear us,
And
Stewart.
we can fund your projects. Can you de-radicalize the Faithkeepers a little bit? Okay, so that should significantly weaken the Faithkeepers. Send in my guard and protect the people, please. Alright, I think that has controlled the rioting for the moment. Tensions are high, time to pass some laws. Guided voting, yes, we're voting on this now. 79% are for? 84% are for. I wonder why this is passing.
has been approved.
Pass captain authority and secure rule city ability. Either those are new law. No.
A new law is in
Are you
effect.
listening?
Stewart.
Do you want to have spare guards? I do have spare guards. Do not have no. Okay, no. We'll keep people safe. Apparently, why I researched the concept of prisons. So those who are a problem can find redemption in prison.
Stewart!
The city must not fall. Reduce tensions to severe and end the battles in all the districts. In 75 weeks. How's Winterhome going as we're contemplating all the devastation in the capital? Swimmingly, you say? Do I need more materials here? Probably, so I don't have to ship them in. And if anything, I start shipping them back then. I do want to ship you a little bit more food in the meantime, so I'll ship more food. Yeah, ship more food, because we got a stockpile in the rioting city. Basically, ship everything they need for the moment, because we got stockpiles in the city, whereas we don't have stockpiles out here. Right, back to Winterhome, or back to New London. Now we got Winterhome sorted.
Stewart!
Stewart! Stewart! Stewart! Stewart!
We are calling you, Stewart.
All fighters, consider there is no point in ruling over ruins.
There is no point of ruling over ruins. That may be where you're wrong. Negotiate with the captives, release. Darn. Protect more people. Give me my next law. Engage the Bureau of Propaganda. Democracy dies to thunderous applause, as is the way.
Stewart!
Stewart! Stewart!
And we can build
The
prisons.
law has passed in the council. Take heed.
Stewart!
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 More weeks.
Stewart!
Do you hear us, Stewart?
Okay, so 23 weeks before we de-radicalize you peacefully. What do I need for more prisons? Is it disconnected? Inside of the first one. Okay, there we go. So we've got another one coming. Let's start rounding them up.
theirs to report any sightings of faction members outside their enclave.
Tension crisis averted. You managed to steer us clear of the tension crisis. Due to me simply ending rebellion. Rebellion is slowly being crushed now. And the repairs are being deployed. I do not have enough prisons. So what you're saying is I just need to build more prisons. Oh, it takes some time to build. Okay.
Stewart!
Stewart.
Decide Sandy's fate. You must use the Decide Sandy's fate community action.
Stewart! Stewart!
We are calling you, Stewart.
More troops, please, for the ongoing
Stewart.
civil war.
Do you hear us, Stewart? Stewart! Stewart!
Stewart. Hear us, Stewart.
Stewart!
Stewart.
Do you hear us, Stewart? Stewart!
Stewart.
Stewart!
Yes, gain me more guard squads. New law available. Rule. Secret police. They're a little bit more hesitant of this because I've actually started to calm the situation in the city down. I wanted to make it easy on myself. Apparently, I needed to let them not be so happy. Research the Silicon Foundry. Okay. Give me my secret police. Because the not-so-secret ones are currently rounding up all the rioters.
Law has been approved. People of the city, your council has voted.
Sign secret, please. Okay. Don't need to do that, but good to know that that's an option, if need be. And more writing's done. Please disperse the crews to do the repairs. Temporary stop the fighting. You have put an end to all the pitched battles in your city. We expect a respite from the violence for several weeks, but as long as militias exist and no permanent solution to the conflict is found, fighting will break out again sooner or later. Civil war will start again if we take too long to resolve the entire conflict.
Stewart.
Hear us,
Declare myself captain. Stewart, the situation is getting out of hand. Officers of the Guard are urging you to take control without delay. Now is not the time for sterile debates and half measures. Now is the time for the captain to rise and save the city. Our men stand at the ready, said one of the leaders. If it comes to this, I will call on their loyalty. I don't think I need it at this point, but when the time comes, it may be, I may come to ask.
Stewart. Stewart?
Honorable Stewart.
Stewart?
Stewart.
Stewart?
Stewart.
Everyone will just use captain. Trust will no longer be a problem. Voting will no longer be a problem. Yeah, we need to use some money. I only need one more vote than what we're guaranteed to get, so I'm guessing that someone from the hesitant crowd will jump on, and more than someone jumps on. There we go. I am no longer a Stewart. I am now the captain. Democracy ends. The thunderous applause. The Stewart is no more. The council has declared you captain, and so now you control the council. You've successfully seized all power to make laws in the city. Yet the militants who battle each other in the streets refuse to recognize your new authority. You cannot end the violence and ensure a lasting unity until they are brought to heel. Trust will never decrease. The council votes however you wish. Time to enforce my rule.
Do you hear us?
Listening. Captain.
Captain, can you hear us?
Where is the city ability? Secure rule. Yep. Send the guards to root out the militants and silence dissent against my rule as captain. Securing your rule. Passed order. Captain, the guards have begun the task of enforcing your rule throughout the city. All civil rights have been suspended. No warrants of probable cause. Tie your guards' hands. Anyone opposing your ascendancy is quickly dealt with. The fighting will soon end. The peace is at hand.
Captain.
You want your freedom? Enlist in the guard. In the meantime, let's solve all the problems the city has. Because apparently we have a food shortage. And a, luxury goods shortage.
Please dispatch.
Separate radicals from society. We'll have to build one enclave district. Faithkeepers are getting ready for the new life in the Enclave. One box, that's all we're allowed to bring to the Enclave. My entire life has been fit nicely into one box, and the worst of it, I look about and I see every adult, every supposed leader, quietly obeying, meekly stripping their lives away until it timidly fits into one tiny suitcase. It's easy way to get someone to tidy box. Look at the captain there one day. Oh dear. Yeah, some of the Faithkeepers are not going to be happy about the fact that, you know, democracy died to thunderous applause. And the Frostlanders are happy that they're, you know, not being sent to the Enclave. Must finish preparing the Enclave first. Okay. Apparently I need more food. Actually, send out more... There's going to be more food on the map. Send out more harvesters for food extraction. Oh, we need some materials. Okay. We got those on the map too. I don't know if I got goods on the map. We don't have materials. Oh, there's goods. Trade for goods. Alright, that'll buy us some time, at least.
Please dispatch gift boxes to the captain by post to avoid unnecessary queuing.
Okay. Begin the... Oh, and I gotta build a watchtower there. Gotta make sure they're properly watched. High security enclave. Relations improve with the Frostlanders. This will cement the legacy of the New London. The story ends here. No, no, no. Benefits all, even the enclave dwellers. Unity achieved. We have united the city under my firm rule as captain. All forces which could have opposed you have been eliminated. The city will survive, united as one. And that is the end of the second main story run of Frostpunk 2. If I play it again, I'll probably be playing on Unity mode, which has a few different factions. It doesn't force you into this duopoly. I think it usually runs a triopoly, right? So instead of 2 communities, you have 3, and each of those communities can end up with their own faction. Firm but civil. No deaths caused by the Civil War. The war started, and the first thing I did is send in the police to make sure no one died from the Civil War. People died for other reasons, but no one died in the Civil War. I did take matters into my own hands. We have a new captain. Maybe I wanted everyone along. Yeah, I would have liked everyone getting along. Support the Evolvers. in their vision of a future. I didn't up until I got told that the only way to properly end the war was to throw the Keepers, no, the Faithkeepers in an independent thought corrected criminals. Perform successful surgeries. Yeah, okay. The first one sounded good. The second one was a little bit like, thought corrected criminals. That's not super great. Winter home with saddle homes. Yeah, green patient decorating. It was the right choice, apparently. Yeah. There's maybe some choices. No bystander casualties in the Civil War. 5 districts were damaged. We can fix districts. Materials can be fixed. 5,241 Faithkeepers contained for their own safety. In the end, no one was in prison because I let everyone join the Guard. The Guard is all strong. New London is finally at peace. All hail the Captain and the Evolver City Guard. Supposedly it doesn't matter. I don't know. It matters. The city's still around. Moving May 14th. Acolyte. Contained with her mother, smuggles food into the district, constantly thinks about the welfare of people and how to destroy the walls of the Enclave. Maybe one day she'll succeed. Yeah, she probably would have had a little bit better of a life had I decided to enforce peace, which could have probably been forced on them. The only doubt, supposedly? Yeah, how long will it last? Maybe until... Yeah, maybe when the captain's gone. Maybe it won't hold very long after the captain's gone. The captain will just have to live forever. That'll be fine, right? Well, this is where this part ends. And I think I'll at least try to put a little bit of a hiatus between this Frostpunk episode and the next Frostpunk episode, so I know the next one will probably be some form of Utopia. I might try to play a different game to put just a little bit more variety in the channel to take up the 12 p.m. time slot that comes after this episode. So expect there to be an episode. I haven't decided what it will be yet. At this point, I have a little bit of backlog on Long Dark to do to catch up for keeping that in line. So Long Dark's going to be the next thing I play, but the Long Dark's going to be in the 6 p.m. time slot. So if you're interested in seeing the games I watch, they get posted to YouTube at noon and 6 p.m. at the moment, assuming I can keep the schedule up. I'm attempting to record ahead a little bit to keep that schedule up. But we'll see how things change in the coming weeks and days. If I get too far ahead, I will actually start like a third time slot. Just allow some parallel games to go up and a little more content to go up. And if I fall too far behind, I'll have to drop on the time slots. Hopefully at this rate, that shouldn't happen. I'll stick to 2 games and two time slots, at least, if everything continues to go according to plan. But we'll find out. And yeah, I think at this point, I don't think there's anything else hidden in the credits here. I think it's just the state of the recap of the city, followed by whatever happened to the little girl. And the answer here is, well, we kept her mother alive because we stopped people from dying in the Civil War, but her mother happened to be part of the Faithkeepers, and well, we kept her mother alive. We kept her mother alive by separating the warring factions with a nice wall. So yeah. Yeah, it'll be also interesting, I suppose, to see how the other factions work. So I know from the first playthrough, the Stalwarts were getting guards, and the Pilgrims were getting exploration teams, as if they're happy with you, can call upon every once in a while benefit. For these guys, the Evolvers were giving us extra temporary worker productivity, which was really powerful, but whenever it fell off, it was like, oh dear, what happened? And the trust benefit wasn't that good. The trust benefit was pretty weak. But being able to also just, well, once I got the militia guard and just start drafting every once in a while, it's like, yeah, we were going to build the guard bigger and bigger and bigger so that when the riots happen, it's like, nope, I can send in the people protection squad to keep people from dying. And that's what it did. And people didn't die. I'm just playing this in case anything interesting comes up, because I didn't watch the credits the first time all the way through. So I'm going to watch the credits the entire way through this time. I'm going to chat a little about the game. So yeah, the game, I think at this point, there isn't any real more surprises on the main campaign. So, when I go to Utopia, I might turn the difficulty up on Utopia as well. Unless I find the next difficulty up to be significantly harder, I think that'll be the last run on the normal campaign. We'll just be playing on Utopia mode for the future. If you've got any suggestions for other games you would like to see on the channel, feel free to leave them in the YouTube comments. Or, I think Twitch has comments as well, so you can leave them in the Twitch comments. Though I think the Twitch video is only going to for them days. So if you aren't seeing this live, there's a decent chance you won't see it until it's on YouTube. So if you've got ideas for other games you'd like to see, feel free to put it in the comments. And yeah, so this was fun. Trying to play a little bit faster was fun, now that I have an idea of where all the things are. And Utopia mode will be interesting. I do have some other games. I haven't decided which game will be, as I said earlier, I haven't decided which game will be the temporary replacement before we go back to Utopia mode. But I'm going to play something different, at least one round of something different between this and the next one of Frostpunk 2. Depending on how the next Frostpunk 2 goes, that may or may not be the last playthrough of Frostpunk 2. Well, maybe I'll end up doing like 4 playthroughs or something, right? So it'll be the 2 campaigns, the Utopia mode, and then whatever Endless is for the moment, and then call that good on the channel. So if you have suggestions for other things you'd like to see, or suggestions for different things you'd like to see in Frostpunk 2, feel free to let me know. And yeah, that looks like the end of the credits, so... Oh, nope, the credits keep going. I don't think there's going to be any more surprises in the credits. I think it's just going to be special thanks to people at this point. No more trying to imply that you should do things differently, because that's what a lot of the Frostpunk game has been about. Has been both Frostpunk 1 and Frostpunk 2 are like, well, you did this. Did you really need to do that? And there's definitely things that you can do differently, right? So I probably ended that peacefully. I didn't need to go into full, I am head of the state, all bow down to me. And that's the end, yeah. So, catch you all in the next video.